Welcome to Noun Tutorial TV. Like, share and subscribe. CIT104, Introduction to Computers Practical. Dash is fast becoming the universal machine of the 21st century, computer. Computer is fast becoming the dash machine of the 21st century, universal. Computer is fast becoming the universal machine of the dash century, 21st. Today, computer is no longer confined to the laboratory, true. Early computers were large in size and too dash to be owned by individuals, expensive. Early computers were dash in size and too expensive to be owned by individuals, large. The combination of computer technology and communications technology gave birth to what is now widely known as Information and Communication Technologies, ICT. ICT means Information and Communication Technologies. Dash is fast becoming ubiquitous, computing. Computing is fast becoming ubiquitous. The application of computer transcends science, engineering, communication, space science, aviation, financial institutions, social sciences, humanities, the military, transportation, manufacturing, extractive industries to mention but a few. Noun Tutorial TV. A dash is basically defined as a tool or machine used for processing data to give required information, computer. A computer is basically defined as a tool or machine used for dash to give required information, processing data. A computer is basically defined as a tool or machine used for processing dash to give required information, data. A computer is basically defined as a tool or machine used for processing data to give required information. A computer is capable of performing the following operations: A. Taking input data through the keyboard, input unit. B. Storing the input data in a diskette, hard disk, or other medium. C. Processing it at the central processing unit, CPU. D. Giving out the result, output, on the screen or the visual display unit, VDU. Dash is referred to facts about a person, object or place, e.g. name, age, complexion, school, class, height etc., data. Dash is referred to as processed data or a meaningful statement, e.g. net pay of workers, examination results of students, list of successful candidates in an examination or interview etc., information. The following are the three major methods that have been widely used for data processing over the years. A. Manual method. Noun Tutorial TV. B. Mechanical method. C. Computer method. The dash of data processing involves the use of chalk, wall, pen, pencil, and the like. Manual method. The dash data processing operations entail considerable manual efforts. Manual. The manual method does not allow for the processing of large volume of data on a regular and timely basis. True. The dash of data processing involves the use of machines such as typewriter, Roneo machines, adding machines, and the like. Mechanical method. The computer method of carrying out data processing has the following major features. A. Data can be steadily and continuously processed. B. The operations are practically not noisy. C. There is a store where data and instructions can be stored temporarily and permanently. D. Errors can be easily and neatly corrected. E. Output reports are usually very neat, decent, and can be produced in various forms such as adding graphs, diagrams, pictures. F. Accuracy and reliability are highly enhanced. The following are the characteristics of computer: speed, accuracy, storage, automatic, reliability, flexibility. Memories are built up in kilo modules where K equals dash memory locations, 1024. Once a program is in the computer's dash, it can run automatically each time it is opened. Memory. Once a dash is in the computer's memory, it can run automatically each time it is opened. Program. Once a program is in the computer's memory, it can run dash each time it is opened. Noun Tutorial TV. Automatically. A computer does not suffer human traits of tiredness and lack of concentration, true. Computers can be used to perform a variety of functions like online processing, multi-programming and real-time processing, modern. The computing system is made up of the computer system, the user, and the environment in which the computer is operated. The computer system is made up of the dash and the software, hardware. The computer system is made up of the hardware and dash software. The computer hardware comprises the dash processing unit and output unit. Input unit. The computer hardware comprises the input unit, dash and output unit, processing unit. The computer hardware comprises the input unit, processing unit and output unit. The dash comprises those media through which data is fed into the computer, input unit. Examples of input unit include the keyboard, mouse, joystick, trackball, scanner, etc. The processing unit is made up of the dash, the control unit and the main memory, arithmetic, and logic unit, ALU. The processing unit is made up of the arithmetic and logic unit, ALU, the dash and the main memory, control unit. The processing unit is made up of the arithmetic and logic unit, ALU, the control unit and the dash, main memory. The main memory is also known as the dash, primary memory. Now Tutorial TV. RAM stands for dash, read-only memory. RAM stands for dash, random access memory. The main memory is made up of the dash, read-only memory, ROM, and random access memory, RAM. The output unit is made up of those media through which data, instructions for processing the data, program, and the result of the processing operation are displayed for the user to see. Examples of output unit are the monitor, visual display unit, and the printer. VDU stands for dash, visual display unit. Dash are the series of instructions that enable the computer to perform a task or group of tasks, computer software. Computer software are the series of dash that enable the computer to perform a task or group of tasks, instructions. A dash is made up of group of instructions to perform a task, program. A program is made up of group of instructions to perform a dash, task. Series of programs linked together are called dash, software. Computer programs could be categorized into dash, utility software, and application programs, system software. Computer programs could be categorized into system software, dash, and application programs, utility software. Computer programs could be categorized into system software, utility software, and dash, application programs. Dash are the different categories of personnel that operates the computer. Computer users. Computer users are the different categories of dash that operates the computer personnel. Now Tutorial TV. Computer users are the different categories of personnel that dash the computer operates. The expert users could be further categorized into the following: computer engineers, computer programmers, computer operators. UPS stands for dash, uninterruptible power supply system. The computer is a machine used for a variety of dash, purposes. Dash is any electronic device that can accept data, process it and produce an output, computer. A complete history of computing would include a multitude of diverse devices such as the ancient Chinese abacus, the Jacquard loom, 1805, and Charles Babbage's analytical engine, 1834. In -S, analog computers were routinely used to solve systems of finite difference equations arising in oil reservoir modeling, 1960. The dash of digital computing is often divided into generations, evolution. The evolution of digital computing is often divided into dash, generations. Dash generation electronic computers were developed between 1937, 1953, First generation electronic computers were developed between dash, 1937 to 1953. The earliest attempt to build an electronic computer was by Dash in 1937, J.V. Atanisov. The earliest attempt to build an electronic computer was by J.V. Atanisov in 1937. Dash set out to build a machine that would help his graduate students solve systems of partial differential equations. Atanisov. Now Tutorial TV. Atanisov set out to build a machine that would help his graduate students solve systems of equations, partial differential. Atanisov set out to build a machine that would help his graduate students solve systems of partial differential equations. A second early electronic machine was Colossus, designed by Alan Turing for the British military in 1943. Dash was designed by Alan Turing for the British military in 1943. Colossus. Colossus was designed by Dash for the British military in 1943, Alan Turing. Colossus was designed by Alan Turing for the Dash military in 1943, British. Colossus was designed by Alan Turing for the British military in 1943, which machine played an important role in breaking codes used by the German army in World War II. Colossus. The first general-purpose programmable electronic computer was the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, ENIAC, built by J. Presper Eckert and John V. Mauchly at the University of Pennsylvania. The first general-purpose programmable electronic computer was the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, ENIAC. ENIAC stands for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer was built by J. Presper Eckert and John V. Mauchly. Numerical Integrator and Computer, ENIAC, wasn't completed until 1945. Dash was able to run orders of magnitude faster than ENIAC. EDVAC. Noun Tutorial TV. The notion of using numbers to represent functions was a key step used by Gödel in his incompleteness theorem in 1937. The first commercially successful computer, the UNIVAC, was developed in 1952. The first commercially successful computer, the UNIVAC, was developed by Eckert and Mauchly. Second generation of computer was developed between 1954 to 1962. Generation of computer was developed between 1954, 1962, second. Operations were performed by libraries of software routines in early computers, floating point. During this second generation, many high-level programming languages were introduced, including Fortran, 1956, Algol, 1958, COBOL, 1959. The generation saw the first two supercomputers designed specifically for numeric processing in scientific applications. Second, the term is generally reserved for a machine that is an order of magnitude more powerful than other machines of its era, supercomputer. LARC stands for Livermore Atomic Research Computer. The generation was developed between 1963, 1972, third. The third generation was developed between 1963 to 1972. Noun Tutorial TV. The generation brought huge gains in computational power, third. The third generation brought huge gains in power, computational. Semiconductor devices with several transistors built into one physical component was introduced in the generation, third. SSI stands for small scale integration. MSI stands for medium scale integrated. In Seymour Cray developed the CDC 6600, 1964. In 1964, developed the CDC 6600, Seymour Cray. In 1964, Seymour Cray developed the CDC 6600. CPL stands for Combined Programming Language. Of Cambridge developed a subset of CPL called BCPL, Basic Computer Programming Language, 1967, Martin Richards. Martin Richards of Cambridge developed a subset of CPL called BCPL, Basic Computer Programming Language, 1967. Noun Tutorial TV. BCPL stands for Basic Computer Programming Language. Generation computer was developed between 1972, 1984, fourth. The fourth generation computer was developed between 1972 to 1984. LSI stands for Large Scale Integration. FP stands for Functional Programming. Prolog stands for Programming in Logic. Fifth generation of computer was developed in 1984 to 1990. Generation of computer was developed in 1984, 1990, fifth. WAN stands for Wide Area Network. LAN stands for Local Area Network. There are basically types of electronic computers. 3. There are basically three types of electronic computers, analog and hybrid computers, digital. There are basically three types of electronic computers, digital, and hybrid computers, analog. There are basically three types of electronic computers, digital, analog, and computers, hybrid. Computer represents its variable in the form of digits, digital. Digital computer represents its in the form of digits, variable. Noun Tutorial TV. Digital computer represents its variable in the form of digits. Computer measures rather than counts, analog. Analog computer rather than counts, measures. Analog computer measures rather than counts. Type of computer sets up a model of a system, analog. In analog computers give an exact answer because the answer has not been approximated to the nearest digit, theory. In theory, computers give an exact answer because the answer has not been approximated to the nearest digit, analog. There are two useful properties of analog computer once it is programmed. It is simple to change the value of a constant or coefficient and study the effect of such changes. It is possible to link certain variables to a time pulse to study changes with time as a variable, and chart the result on an XY plotter. Depending on their flexibility in operation, computers are classified as either or special purpose or general purpose. A is one that is designed to solve a restricted class of problems, special purpose computer. Most of the computers used for military purposes fall into this class. Other example of special purpose computers include computers designed specifically to solve navigational problems, computers designed for tracking airplane or missiles, computers used for process control applications in industries such as oil refinery, chemical manufacture, steel processing and power generation. Noun Tutorial TV. Computers used as robots in factories like vehicles assembly plants and glass industries. The following are the general attributes of special purpose computers. Special purpose computer are usually very efficient for the tasks for which they are specially designed. They are very much less complex than the general purpose computers. The simplicity of the circuiting stems from the fact that provision is made only for limited facilities. They are very much cheaper than the general purpose type since they involve less components and are less complex. Computers are computers designed to handle wide range of problems, general purpose. Examples of areas where the general purpose are employed include the following: payroll, banking, billing, sales analysis, cost accounting, manufacturing scheduling, inventory control. The following are the general attributes of general purpose computers. General purpose computers are more flexible than special purpose computers. They can handle a wide spectrum of problems. They are less efficient than the special purpose computers due to such problems as inadequate storage, low operating speed, coordination of the various tasks and subsection may take time. General purpose computers are more complex than the special purpose ones. A better measure of dash today is the volume of work that computer can handle, capacity. A better measure of capacity today is the dash of work that computer can handle, volume. Here, both memory size and cost shall be used to rank, classify, computer into three main categories as follows. Noun tutorial TV. A. Microcomputers. B. Medium/mini/small computers. C. Large computers/mainframes. Microcomputers are also known as single board computers. Are the cheapest class of computers, microcomputers. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Examples of microcomputers are IBM, Apple, Compaq, Hewlett-Packard, HP, and Dell Toshiba. Are small-size types that are battery-operated, laptop computers. Is like laptop computers but smaller in size, notebook computer. Computer is far smaller in size, palm top. Personal computers can perform the following functions. Can be used to produce documents like memos, reports, letters, and briefs. Can be used to calculate budget and accounting tasks. It can analyze numeric function. It can create illustrations. Can be used for electronic mails. Can help in making schedule and plan projects. It can assist in schedules and plan projects. It can assist in searching for specific information from lists or from reports. The following are the advantages of personal computers. Computer is versatile. It can be used in any establishment. Has faster speed for processing data. Can deal with several data at a time. Can attend to several users at the same time, thereby able to process several jobs at a time. Capable of storing several data. Operating of computer is less fatigue. Noun tutorial TV. Network possible, that is linking of two or more computers together. The following are the disadvantages of personal computers. Computer is costly to maintain. It is very fragile and complex to handle. It requires special skill to operate. With the invention and innovation every day, computer suffers from being obsolete. It can lead to unemployment when used mostly in less developed countries. Some computers cannot function properly without the aid of cooling system, e.g. air condition or fan in some locations. The mini computers have memory capacity in the range 128 KB to 256 KB. DEC stands for Digital Equipment Corporation. The mini computers was first introduced in 1965. The mainframe computers, often called number crunches, have memory capacity of the order of 4 KB and they are very expensive. The mainframe computers are often called number crunches. Mainframe computers can execute up to 100 MIPS, meanwhile instructions per second. MIPS stand for meanwhile instructions per second. The is the main unit of a PC, system unit. The system unit is the main unit of a PC. Turning the key prevents the keyboard from working, key lock. A switch is usually left so the computer runs at its fastest speed, turbo. Now tutorial TV. All PCs have main power switch on the system unit, true. The electronic components in your PC generate a lot of heat. The is your computer's main permanent storage unit holding large amount of data and programs, hard disk. All the electronic components in a PC are mounted on a piece of fiberglass called the motherboard. Fiberglass cannot conduct electricity. True. The is certainly the most important PC component, CPU. The speed of a CPU is measured in megahertz. Computers use dash to store information, disk. Computers use disk to dash information, store. Computers use disk to store dash dash information. Floppy disks come in two sizes, either 5 1/4 or 3 1/2 inches in diameter. Floppy disks come in dash sizes, too. The computer dash are those devices which are attached to the system unit, peripheral devices. OCR stands for dash dash, optical character reader. Noun tutorial TV. MICROCR stands for dash dash, magnetic ink character reader. A computer keyboard is identical to the conventional dash keyboard, typewriter. The intelligent computer keyboard has four major divisions, namely, function keys, alphanumeric keys, and control keys. The function key dash is used to run the help program, F1. The function key F1 is used to run the dash program, help. The dash keys can be likened with the conventional typewriter keys, alphanumeric. Dash keys can be programmed to carry out the functions desired by a programmer, function. Function keys can be programmed to carry out the functions desired by a dash, programmer. The alphanumeric keys typewriter can be likened with the conventional dash keys. The dash key is used to switch on or off the lower and upper characters by the programmer, shift. The dash marks the active or current spot on the screen, cursor. Dash is an indicator that tells the user where in the midst of a document the system is pointing to, cursor. The dash keypad contains a set of keys required for typing or entering number digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 into the computer store, numeric. A numeric key is often activated by pressing the dash key, numlock. When the dash is pressed, the capital letters on the alphanumeric keys are activated, shift key. Noun tutorial TV. When the shift key is pressed, the dash on the alphanumeric keys are activated, capital letters. The shift key has no effects on itself, true. The dash shifts all alphabetic characters into uppercase, capital letters, cap lock. The dash key activates the numeric keypad, number lock. The numlock key activates the dash keypad, numeric. The dash key cancels an operation in progress, escape. The dash key is used to inform the computer the end of an input or command, return. Pressing the dash key puts one's keyboard in insert mode, and pressing it again returns to overstrike, type over, mode, insert. The dash key deletes the character at the cursor position when pressed, and the remaining text moves to the left while the cursor remains at the same position, delete. The dash key deletes the characters to the left of the cursor when pressed, and all other characters to the right of the cursor are shifted one space to the left, backspace. The dash is the longest key found on most keyboards, spacebar. The dash key erases characters at the cursor position or gives blank space when pressed, spacebar. The dash key moves the cursor by 5 spaces to the right when pressed, tab. The tab key moves the cursor by dash spaces to the right when pressed, 5. Noun tutorial TV. The tab key moves the dash by 5 spaces to the right when pressed, cursor. The tab is normally pressed to insert dash during typing, paragraphs. A dash looks like the electrical clipper in a barbing saloon, mouse. A mouse looks like the in a barbing saloon, electrical clipper. A mouse consists of a pointing device very dash to movements, sensitive. A mouse consists of a pointing device very sensitive to dash dash, movements. A mouse can be used to draw diagrams on computer screen more effectively and efficiently than the computer keyboard, true. A dash is the primary input device for modern computers, mouse. A dash is simply an input device built to help the user control this on-screen pointer in as natural and efficient a manner as possible, mouse. The mouse controls the on-screen pointer and lets you select program icons, manipulate property sheets, and access data. A dash is the computer component that lets you create copies of the information stored in your computer on paper, printer. The printed material is often called dash dash, hard copy. There are basic types of printers available for use with personal computers. 3. There are 3 basic types of printers available for use with personal computers. Laser printers, inkjet printers, dot matrix printers. Now tutorial TV. Are peripheral devices used to digitize, convert to electronic format, artwork, photographs, text, or other items from hard copy, scanners. Captures images and converts them to digital data that travel to and are interpreted by the computer, scanner. The following are the types of scanners. Flatbed scanners, sheath scanners, hand scanners. A computer is an machine, electronic. Is a device meant to step up or step down a voltage as the case may be, voltage transformer. UPS stands for uninterruptible power supply system. An uninterruptible power system, UPS, is an auxiliary hardware that is capable of a. Converting the public electricity raw line into fine line, that is, conditioning the voltage that is fed into the computer. B. Storing electrical energy when the public electricity line is live. C. Releasing the stored electrical energy to the computer when the public electricity line is dead. The computer are driven by the software. Hardware. The computer hardware are driven by the software. Computer software come in different forms. Operating system. Utility software. Language translators. Application software. The physical components of the computer are called the hardware. Now tutorial TV. All the other resources or parts of the computer that are not hardware are referred to as the software. Are the set of programs that makes the computer system active, software. Are the programs that run on the computer, software. A is a series of coded instructions showing the logical steps the computer follows to solve a given problem, program. The computer software could be divided into 2 major groups, namely system software, programs, and application software, programs. Refers to the suites of programs that facilitates the optimal use of the hardware systems and or provide a suitable environment for the writing, editing, debugging, testing and running of user programs, system software. And is a program that acts as an interface between a user of a computer and the computer hardware, operating system. The purpose of an operating system is to provide an environment in which a user may execute programs. Are programs written for direct execution on computer hardware in order to make the power of the computer fully and efficiently accessible to applications programmers and other computer users, systems programs. In a computer system, the provides the basic computing resources, hardware. The controls and coordinates the use of the hardware among the various systems programs and application programs for the various users, operating system. The basic resources of a computer system are provided by its software and data, hardware. Now tutorial TV. The basic resources of a computer system are provided by its hardware and data, software. The basic resources of a computer system are provided by its hardware, software, and data. We can view an operating system as a resource allocator. The acts as the manager of these resources and allocates them to specific programs and users as necessary for their tasks, operating system. The primary goal of an operating system is a convenience for the user. A computer's operating system, OS, is a group of programs designed to serve 2 basic purposes, 1 to control the allocation and use of the computing system's resources among the various users and tasks 2. To provide an interface between the computer hardware and the programmer that simplifies and makes feasible the creation, coding, debugging, and maintenance of application programs. Types of operating system. Batch processing operating system. Time-sharing operating system. Real-time operating system. Multi-programming operating system. A dash is a system that allows more than one active user program, or part of user program, to be stored in main memory simultaneously, multi-programming operating system. A dash is a computer hardware configuration that includes more than one independent processing unit, multi-processing system. The term dash is generally used to refer to large computer hardware complexes found in major scientific or commercial applications, multi-processing. Now Tutorial TV. A dash is a collection of physical interconnected computers, networked computing system. A dash is one that appears to its users as a traditional uniprocessor system, even though it is actually composed of multiple processors, distributed operating system. And dash provides the environment within which programs are executed, operating system. A dash is the unit of work in a system, process. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with processes managed: the creation and deletion of both user and system processes. The suspensions or resumption of processes. The provision of mechanisms for process synchronization. The provision of mechanisms for deadlock handling. Dash is central to the operation of a modern computer system, memory. Dash is a large array of words or bytes, each with its own address, memory. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with memory management: keep track of which parts of memory are currently being used and by whom. Decide which processes are to be loaded into memory when memory space becomes available. Allocate and deallocate memory space as needed. The main purpose of a computer system is to execute programs. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with disk management: free space management, storage allocation, disk scheduling. Now Tutorial TV. The I/O system consists of a buffer caching system, a general device driver code, drivers for specific hardware devices. A dash is a collection of related information defined by its creator, file. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with file management: the creation and deletion of files, the creation and deletion of directory, the support of primitives for manipulating files and directories, the mapping of files onto disk storage, backup of files on stable, non-volatile storage. Dash refers to a mechanism for controlling the access of programs, processes, or users to the resources defined by a computer controls to be imposed, together with some means of enforcement, protection. A dash is a collection of processors that do not share memory or a clock, distributed system. A dash provides the user with access to the various resources the system maintains, distributed system. The dash is the primary interface between the user and the rest of the system, command interpreter. A dash is a set of notations in which we express our instructions to the computer, programming language. The suites of languages that translate other languages to machine language are called language translator. The initial program written in a language different from machine language is called the source program. Its equivalent in machine language is called object program. Three examples of classes of language translators are comma. Noun Tutorial TV. Assemblers, interpreters, and compilers. And dash is a computer program that accepts a source program in assembly language. Program reads and translates the entire program into an equivalent program in machine language called the object program or object code, assembler. And dash is a program that accepts program in a source language, reads, translates and executes it, line by line into machine language, interpreter. A dash is a computer program that accepts a source program in one high-level language, reads and translates the entire user's program into an equivalent program in machine language, called the object program or object code, compiler. The stages in compilation include lexical analysis, syntax analysis, semantic analysis, code generation. Dash is a set of commonly used programs in data processing departments, also called service or general purpose programs, utility software. Dash covers data transfer from any medium to another, making an exact copy or simultaneously editing and validating, file conversion. Dash makes an exact copy of a file from one medium to another or from an area of a medium to another area of the same medium, file copy. Dash include programs to clear areas of storage, writing file labels and updating common data, housekeeping operations. Dash is a set of programs designed to solve problems of a specific nature, application software. The users produce their own application program called user programs. Noun tutorial TV. An application software could be subdivided into two classes, namely, generalized and user-defined software. A dash is used to create, edit, save, and print reports, word processor. Word processors are mainly used to produce letters, mailing lists, label, greeting cards, business cards, reports, manual, newsletter. Examples are WordPerfect, WordStar, Display Writer, Professional Writer, Lotus Manuscript, MS Word, LocoScript, Advantage 2, etc. An application mainly designed for numerical figures and reports, spreadsheet. Contain columns and rows in which numbers can be entered, spreadsheets. Spreadsheets contain in which numbers can be entered, columns and rows. Spreadsheet is used for budget, tables, cost analysis, financial reports, tax and statistical analysis. Examples are Lotus 123, SuperCalc, MS Multiplan, MS Excel, VP Planner, etc. Are programs or packages that perform a variety of different processing operations using data that is compatible with whatever operation is being carried out, integrated packages. Database management and spreadsheeting. Examples are Office Writer, Logistic Symphony, Framework, Enable, Ability, Smartware 2, Microsoft Work V2. Are packages that enable you to bring out images, diagrams and pictures. Examples are PM, PM+, Graphic Writer, Photoshop, graphic packages. Is software for designing, setting up and subsequently managing a database, database packages. A dash is an organized collection of data that allows for modification taking care of different users' view, database. Examples are DBase 2, 3, 4, FoxBase, Rebase Data Perfect, Paradox 3, Revelation Advanced and MS Access. Now Tutorial TV. Dash packages that can be used to solve statistical problems, e.g. stat graphical, SPSS, statistical packages for social scientists, statistical packages. Are packages that can be used to produce books and documents in standard form, desktop publishing. Examples are PageMaker, Ventura, Publishers, Paintsbrush, Xerox Formbase, Newsmaster 2, DBase Publisher. Are packages that contain a lot of games for children and adults, game packages. Examples are Chess, Scrabble, Monopoly, Toon Trivia, Star Trek 2, California Game, Soccer Game, War Game, Spycatcher Dracula in London. Examples of communication packages are Carbon Plus, Data Talk v3.3, Crosstalk, Sage Chit Chat, Datasoft. Is a suite of programs written by programmers for computer users, user programs. Example is a payroll package developed for salary operation of a particular company. There are basic types of instructions, 4. There are 4 basic types of instructions, namely, A. Input-output instructions. B. Arithmetic instructions. C. Branching instructions. D. Logic instructions. And dash instruction directs the computer to accept data from a specific input device and store it in a specific location in the store, input. And dash instruction tells the computer to move a piece of data from a computer storage location and record it on the output medium, output. All of the basic arithmetic operations can be performed by the computer. Noun tutorial TV. True. Dash instructions cause the computer to alter the sequence of execution of instruction within the program, branch. There are dash basic types of branch instructions, too. And dash branch instruction or statement will cause the computer to branch to a statement regardless of the existing conditions, unconditional. There are two basic types of branch instructions, dash dash, unconditional branch instruction and conditional branch instruction. A dash branch statement will cause the computer to branch to a statement only when certain conditions exist, conditional. Dash directs the internal operations of the computer and application software allows the programmer to use the computer to solve user-made problems, system software. Computer programming languages can be classified into the following categories: A. Machine language. B. Assembly language. C. High-level symbolic language. D. Very high-level symbolic language. A dash allows the programmer to take advantage of all the features and capabilities of the computer system for which it was designed. Machine language program. A language is computer dependent. Machine. A machine language is dependent. Computer. In assembly language, the operation code is expressed as a combination of letters rather than binary numbers called dash dash, mnemonics. Now tutorial TV. A machine language is the dash dash, first generation, computer, language, IGL. Dash are means by which programmers manipulate the computer, computer programming languages. Computer programming is both an art and a science, true. Dash is the act of writing a program which a computer can execute to produce the desired result, computer programming. A dash is a series of instructions assembled to enable the computer to carry out a specified procedure, program. A dash is the sequence of simple instructions into which a given problem is reduced and which is in a form the computer can understand either directly or after interpretation, computer program. A dash is a graphical representation of the major steps of work in process, flowchart. A can be said to be a graphical representation of an algorithm, flowchart. Flowcharts are drawn with the help of dash dash, symbols. A finite sequence of instructions which gives an unambiguous method of solving a problem is known as dash dash, algorithm. The dash acts as an aid to the programmer who follows the flowchart designed to write his programs, flowchart. And dash is a set of rules for carrying out calculation either by hand or a machine, algorithm. And dash is a finite step-by-step procedure to achieve a required result, algorithm. Noun tutorial TV. And dash is a sequence of computational steps that transform the input into the output, algorithm. And is a sequence of operations performed on data that have to be organized in data structures, algorithm. And is an abstraction of a program to be executed on a physical machine, model of computation, algorithm. Dash is a program design aid that serves the function of a flowchart in expressing the detailed logic of a program, pseudocode. Dash are used to analyze a problem, decision tables. Decision tables are used to analyze a dash dash, problem. Section contains a list of all possible conditions which could apply in a particular problem, condition stub. Dash section contains the different combination of the conditions, each combination being given a number termed a rule. Condition entry. Dash section contains a list of the possible actions which could apply for any given combinations of conditions, action stub. Dash section shows the actions to be taken for each combination of conditions, action entry. Dash is the process of translating the planned solution to the problems, depicted in a flowchart, pseudocode, or decision table into statements of the program. Program coding. Dash is an event-driven language which has some features of object-oriented programming, OOP, visual. Noun tutorial TV. A dash is a collection of files that make up your application, project. Dash toolbar appears when you use the interactive debugging tools to trace and correct problems, debug. Dash toolbar aids your editing of Visual Basic code, edit. Dash toolbar helps you adjust objects on forms, form editor. Dash toolbar is the default toolbar that appears beneath the menu bar, standard. The dash is a collection of tools that act as a repository of controls you can place on a form, toolbox. The dash enables the user or programmer to navigate the items created in a project such as the forms and modules, project window. GUI stand for dash dash, graphical user interface. Enables user to select the operations to be performed through menus with the aid of the mouse, graphical user interface, GUI. Microsoft offers a special menu tool called the dash dash, menu editor. Is a work schedule which demands speed, accuracy, carefulness, and honesty, payroll preparation. MIS means dash dash, management information system. A dash involves a computerized system of data processing procedures which are integrated in an organization to provide accurate, complete, concise, timely, and effective data which management can use at various levels of decision making for planning, organizing, directing, controlling and monitoring procedures, management information system. Now Tutorial TV. CAT acronym BIOS represents dash dash, computer aided designs. CNN acronym BIOS represents dash dash, cabled network news. Computers can assist government business in the following ways: A. Planning, B. Decision marking, C. Policy formulating, D. Monitoring and control of operations. The acronym BIOS represents dash dash, basic input-output system. The acronym DOS stands for dash dash, disk operating system. The power supply unit of computer converts high voltage to dash voltage, low. To prevent the loss of data during power failures, use dash dash, uninterruptible power supply. Junk email is also called dash dash, spam. Computer viruses are written programs, true. The characteristic of a computer which enables it to manipulate large data at an incredible pace and response time is referred to as dash dash, speed. A computer program that accepts a source program in assembly language reads and translates the entire program into an equivalent program in machine language is called dash dash, assembler. A program design aid that serves the function of a flowchart in expressing the detailed logic of a program is called dash dash, pseudocode. Noun Tutorial TV. In a flowchart, the boxes are linked by means of dash which show the sequence of operations, arrows. In assembly language, the storage address or location of the operands is expressed as A rather than the actual numeric address, symbol. A visual picture which gives the steps of an algorithm and also the flow of control between the various steps is called a dash dash, flowchart. Storage dash is a testing whereby the contents of the computer's storage locations is printed out and the tester examines the contents of the various locations to determine the instruction at which the program is halted, dump. In computer programming, the type of instructions which cause the computer to alter the sequence of execution of instruction within the program is called dash instructions, branch. A computer program that accepts a source program in one high-level language, reads and translates the entire user's program into executable form is called dash dash, compiler. A program that accepts program in a source language, reads, translates into machine language and executes it, line by line is called dash dash, interpreter. In a decision table, the section which contains a list of all possible conditions which could apply in a particular problem is called conditions dash dash, stub. The basic resources of a computer system are provided by its hardware, software, and dash dash, data. In Visual Basic environment, the title screen that appears when your application first begins is called dash screen, splash. Refers to a mechanism for controlling the access of programs, processes, or users to the resources defined by a computer control to be imposed, together with some means of enforcement, protection. A series of dash linked together make up a software. Noun Tutorial TV. Programs. Mainframe computers are often called dash crunches, number. Dash printers combine a magnetic roller with powdered ink called toner to transfer high-quality characters or images onto a page, laser. Dash printers have small nozzle that actually spray fast-drying ink onto the page to form characters or images. Inkjet printers spray a fine, quick-drying ink through small nozzles to produce characters and images on paper, inkjet. A dash-purpose computer is one that is designed to solve a restricted class of problems, special. In a dash computer, the conversion element which accepts analog inputs and output digital values is called digitizer, hybrid. The volume of work that a given computer handles is closely tied to the cost and the size of the dash of the computer, memory. Microcomputers are also known as dashboard computers, single. The central processing unit is also referred to as a dash unit, system. The intelligent computer keyboard has dash major divisions, 4. The speed of a CPU is measured in megahertz. The CPU does all the PC's thinking and runs the programs. RAM stands for dash access memory, random. A dash is simply a tool or machine used for processing data to give required information, computer. Dash is referred to as facts about a person, object or place, data. Noun Tutorial TV. Dash is referred to as processed facts or a meaningful statement, information. The method of data processing that involves the use of chalk, wall, pen, pencil, and the likes is dash method, manual. The dash system is made up of the computer system, the user, and the environment in which the computer is operated, computing. The computer dash comprises the input unit, the processing unit, and the output unit, hardware. A dash is made up of group of instructions given to a computer to perform a task, program. Dash computing devices proved to have the power, economics, and scalability necessary to deal with large-scale computations, digital. In Visual Basic Environment, dash appear in the project window, class properties. Dash is not a toolbar in Visual Basic Environment, edit. Early computers were rarely owned by individuals but rather confined to the laboratories and few research institutes because they were large in size and too expensive. A computer is not capable of taking input data through the printer. The dash of data processing involves the use of machines such as typewriter, electronic method. Dash method of data processing does not allow for the processing of large volume of data continuously in a timely manner, electronic. The computer method of carrying out data processing has the following major features except data cannot be steadily and continuously processed. Noun Tutorial TV. The computer system is broadly made up of keyboard and mouse. The processing unit is made up of the input unit, control unit and display unit only. The second generation also saw the first two supercomputers designed specifically for processing in scientific applications, numeric. A hybrid machine is usually a special purpose device which is built for a general task. Which of the following statements is untrue? Special purpose computer are usually very efficient for the tasks for which they are specially designed. Which of the following statements about personal computers is false? Can be used to produce documents like memos, reports, letters, and briefs. Which of the following is not an advantage of personal computers? Computer is versatile, it can be used in any establishment. DEC stands for digital equipment component. Which of the following cannot be found at the back of the system unit? Fan housing. If your PC runs at 333 MHz, the central clock ticks 666 million times every second. Which of the following is not true about a write-protected disk? A computer can run a program from it. When the shift key is pressed, the dash on the alphanumeric keys are activated, power control. The controls and coordinates the use of the hardware among the various systems programs and application programs for the various users, random access memory. In order for a program to be executed, it must be mapped to absolute addresses and loaded into memory. Noun tutorial TV. Which of the following activities in connection with memory management is the operating system not responsible for? Keep track of which parts of memory are currently being used and by whom. In a distributed system all resources are central. Computers can run programs written only in machine language. Which of the following is not a stage in program compilation? Lexical analysis. Which of the following is not a basic type of instruction in computer programming? Arithmetic instructions. There are two basic types of branch instructions, namely unconditional branch instruction and conditional branch instruction. The type of branch statement that causes the computer to branch to a statement only when certain conditions exist is called conditional. Computer programming languages can be classified into the following categories except machine language. Each instruction in a machine language program consists of operation code and operands. In high-level assembly, which of the following is correct? Only a specific set of numbers, letters, and special characters may be used to write a high-level program, and special rules must be observed for punctuation. Generally, the memory is also known as the primary memory, forte. An example of a programming tool is Task Manager. A fourth-generation computer language, 4 gallons, is a procedural language. The first step in developing a computer program is problem definition. Noun tutorial TV. SMPS stands for switched mode power supply. Translates and executes program at runtime line by line, interpreter. A computer program that translates one program instructions at a time into machine language is called interpreter. A dedicated computer is assigned one and only one task. Personal computers use a number of chips mounted on a main circuit board. What is the common name for such boards? Motherboard. Who designed the first electronics computer, ENIAC? J. Priesper Eckert and John W. Mauchly. In latest generation computers, the instructions are executed, both sequentially and in parallel. Microprocessors as switching devices are 4th-generation computers, 4th generation. Chief component of first-generation computer was vacuum tubes and valves. Which of the following is a first-generation computer? EDSAC. Early computers were rarely owned by individuals but rather confined to the laboratories and few research institutes because they were large in size and too expensive. Which of the following statements is untrue? Special purpose computer are very much expensive than the general purpose type. Which of the following is the main function of the command interpreter? To get and execute the next user-specified command. Which of the following cannot be considered a peripheral device? Computer. Noun tutorial TV. Which of the following is not true about a write-protected disk? A computer can erase the data on it. Which of the following is not an input device? Speaker. Does not support more than one program at a time, DOS. Which of the following operating systems is better for implementing a client-server network, Windows 2000? Any data that the computer collects from people and from other devices is known as input. A computer is capable of all but one of the following data pressing. Computer model IBM 401 is a generation computer, second. The first computers were programmed using machine language. Represents raw facts, data. A is a microprocessor-based computing device, personal computer. Is data made meaningful, information. The primary function of the is to set up the hardware and load and start an operating system, BIOS. Which of the following is the smallest storage? Kilobyte. The full meaning of the acronym NOS is dash dash, Network Operating System. Noun tutorial TV. The back of the system unit does not contain one of the following dash dash. Joystick port. Which of the following is not true about RAM chips? They are also known as ROM. The material used for the construction of the motherboard is dash dash, fiberglass. In data storage systems, one of the following stores the highest data dash dash, high density media. The printer that combine a magnetic roller with powdered ink called toner to transfer high quality characters or images onto a page is dash dash, laser printer. The printer that create text and images on the page by hammering several small pins against an inked ribbon is known as dot matrix printer. Scanner that is a good choice for large volumes of text, but not for handling delicate original photographs or binded books is dash dash, sheathed. MIDI is an acronym for dash dash, musical instrument digital interface. Computer processing in which the user has no interaction with the job during its processing is dash processing, batch. Dash can be used to store electrical energy to be used when the public electricity line is dead, uninterruptible power supply system, UPS. Dash is a computer program that accepts a source program in one high-level language, and translates the entire user's program into an equivalent object code, compiler. In Dash language, the operands of an instruction must tell the computer the storage address of the data to be processed, machine language. In Principles of Good Programming, the characteristic that emphasize the optimal utilization of resources is dash dash, efficiency. Now tutorial TV. The methods of testing a program for correctness does not include dash dash, program implementation. Which of the following is not true about program documentation? None of the options. Which of the following is not a basic type of instructions in computer programming? Mathematical instructions. An algorithm is defined as dash dash, a logical sequence of steps that solve a problem. The member clear of the array class that sets a range of array elements to 0, false or null reference is a dash method, shared. System dash provide the interface to access the services of operating system, calls. Files and directories of graphical user interface of operating system programs are known as dash dash, folders. The main purpose of a computer system is to dash programs, execute. A dash is a collection of related information defined by its creator, file. Second generation computers are made of dash dash, transistors. Personal computers use a number of chips mounted on a main circuit board. What is the common name for such boards? Motherboard. A computer program that translates one program instructions at a time into machine language is called dash dash, interpreter. Dash translates and executes program at runtime line by line at runtime, interpreter. Dash is the most common tool used to restrict access to a computer system. Now tutorial TV. Passwords. Computers which combine both measuring and counting are referred to as dash computers, hybrid. The material used for the construction of the motherboard is dash dash, fiberglass. Dash keys of the computer keyboard can be programmed to carry out the functions desired by a programmer, function. Dash is the general term for how many dots, or pixels, in each direction that the monitor can display, resolution. A computer that provides services to other computers, known as clients, on a network is called dash dash, server. On the computer keyboard, the dash key is used to switch on or off the lower and upper characters by the user, shift. The scanner that can only accommodate one page at a time is called dash dash comma. Flatbed. Sound dash processes all of the instructions that have to do with sound, and then sends the sounds to the speakers to be played, card. Lotus manuscript is an example of dash package, spreadsheet. Syntax analysis is a component of a dash dash, compiler. Dash language is capable of producing the most efficient program as far as storage requirements and operating speeds are concerned, machine. In principles of good programming, the characteristic that emphasize the ease of use and documentation is usability. Noun tutorial TV. Software refers to the suites of programs that facilitates the optimal use of the hardware systems and / or provide a suitable environment for the running of user programs, system. The device that comes with a speaker which improves the bass, low notes, sound is subwoofer. The code in an application can be broken down into logical components by process, partitioning. Array size can be changed at runtime, dynamic. The variable is declared inside a procedure, local. Code window consists of box and a procedure list box, object. System is responsible for the creation and deletion of both user and system processes, operating. The collector collects fragmented areas of memory, garbage. Are computer programs that are designed by attackers to gain root or administrative access to your computer, rootkits. The attack that focuses on capturing small packets from the network transmitted by other computers and reading the data content in search of any type of information is called eavesdropping. An individual computer connected to a central computer and to other computers on a network is called workstation. The process of finding and removing errors is called debugging. Card determines what resolution the monitor displays at any time, video. Supercomputers came about during the generation of computers, second. Noun tutorial TV. Early computer were large in size and too to be owned by individual, expensive. The computer system is made up of hardware and software. MS Multiplan is an example of packages, spreadsheet. Integrated circuits is the main innovation of the generation of computers, third. Generation computers were developed during 1954, 1962, second. The computer software is classified into major groups, 2. The switching device for the generation computers is very large-scale integrated, VLSI, circuit, 5th. Computers manipulate data in many ways, and this manipulation is referred to as processing. The coprocessor used to assist some CPUs in number crunching activities is known as math. Emits the computer's sound output, speaker. When a computer is switched off, anything held in memory is lost, random access. The first stage of program debugging is desk checking. All the electronic components in a personal computer are mounted on a piece of fiberglass called motherboard. The does all computer systems thinking and runs the programs as requested, processor. Is the process of dividing the disk into tracks and sectors, formatting. When errors are detected in a program, a series of diagnostics referred to as an error list is generated by the language translator, message. Noun tutorial TV. Store data or information temporarily and passes it on as directed by the control unit, register. Simplification of program maintenance is an advantage of program documentation. Insert key is denoted by on the keyboard, ins. In a processing operating system environment, users submit jobs to a central place for processing, batch. Computer viruses are written programs, true. In a decision table, the section which contains a list of all possible conditions which could apply in a particular problem is called conditions stub. Junk email is also called spam. A branch statement will cause the computer to branch to a statement only when certain conditions exist, conditional. A is a software program used to view web pages, browser. Operating system will be best suited for systems controlling aircrafts, real-time. Is a default file extension for all Word documents, doc. In Visual Basic environment, The title screen that appears when your application first begins is called dash screen, splash. An email account includes a storage area often called dash dash, mailbox. COBOL is an example of dash level language, HA. Noun tutorial TV. Dash software are specific to users' needs, application. Dash are computers that provide resources to other computers connected to a network, servers. Dash is a collection of related information defined by its creator, file. A finite sequence of instructions which gives an unambiguous method of solving a problem is known as dash dash, algorithm. The following are characteristics of a computer except dash dash, cyclic. Computer users can be classified as expert users and dash dash, casual users. The acronym for the first general-purpose programmable electronic computer was dash dash, ENIAC. Which of the following is not an advantage of mechanical method of data processing? Ease of correcting errors. Magnetic core-based memory technology is accessed in order, random. The following are peripheral devices of the computer system except dash dash, cache memory. Which of the following is not part of the computer processing unit? Hard disk unit. In which computer generation do we have computers that were very large in size? First generation computer. Which of the following methods of data processing involves the use of typewriter? Mechanical method. Which of the following computer resources is most likely to be a shared common resource in a networking environment? Printers. Physical structure of computer is called dash dash, hardware. Now tutorial TV. Computer system that attempts to gain the advantage of both the digital and the analog elements is known as dash dash, hybrid. Transistor technology belongs to the dash dash, second generation computers. Which is not a basic function of a computer? Copy text. The computing system is made up of the following except the computer analyst. Semiconductor memories came about in the dash dash, third generation of computers. Based on signal type, the types of electronic computers are basically 3. The power supply unit of computer converts high voltage to dash voltage, low. To prevent the loss of data during power failures, use dash dash, uninterruptible power supply. Dash unit of the CPU directs and coordinates all activities within it and determines the sequence in which instructions are executed, sending instruction sequence to other smaller unit, control. Classifying computers based on signal type, the class of computers that measures is computers, analog. Which of the following statements is not true about special purpose computers? Very much expensive than the general purpose type. Which of the following memory is both static and non-volatile? ROM. The acronym BIOS represents dash dash, basic input-output system. The acronym DOS stands for dash dash, disk operating system. Now tutorial TV. Sound card is an expansion card that plugs into one of the slots on dash dash, motherboard. A computer program that converts an entire program into machine language is called dash dash, compiler. The following are examples of database packages except dash dash, SPSS. Which of the following statements about personal computers is false? Cannot be used to create illustrations. One of these is a classification of computer software, application software. Dash key is used in combination with another key to perform a specific task, control. A system that allows more than one active user program to be stored in main memory simultaneously is known as dash dash, multi-programming. In program development stages, devising of solution method comes dash dash, second. Which of the following refers to a small, single-site network? LAN. Noun tutorial TV.